And welcome back to Bitcoin Advisors channel. My name is Chris, bringing it to you from Westlake Village, California. And today is Tuesday. We just closed the day after a brutal leverage wipeout. They had to clean up that leverage, and boy, did they do it. And just recapping from our discussion yesterday, we did say, hey, look, likely to sell off the all-time high at least once by probably 10 to 15%. So let's get our ruler out and see what kind of correction. Oh, what do you know? 14%. And the last two times that we revisited an all-time high, not to be on repeat, not to just repeat myself over and over and over again, but I guess repetition wins the race. No, it's the slow tortoise that wins the race. Consistency wins the race. And I said yesterday, are things going to be different? Probably not. So this was the revisiting the $20,000 high back, believe it or not, in 2020. We had the first drawdown, which was 16%, the second drawdown. So notice that the second drawdown was lower than the first one. So maybe that little pattern is going to hold true. And then revisiting the all-time high back here. And boy, I wish I could say I just shorted the top of the market. I sure did not. Why? Because you don't want to short in an uptrend, right? I mean, that's not traditional finance. Second time we drew down 35% off the first one and 33% on the other one. All right, so we got a little, 2 times makes a trend? No, it's 3 times makes a trend. 3 times makes a trend. And what happened as we are reapproaching the $30 high in 2013, believe it or not, 2013. And we also said, hey, this is like 2 taps off the high, 2 taps, 2 love taps. Remember, this is a daily time frame. And the first sell-off I would consider on this candle, 12%. Second sell-off, where's that candle? Let me draw it a little more accurately. 9%. Okay, so if things are going to rhyme true here, 3 times makes a trend, right? When Bitcoin reapproaches that, what happened there? Chart is loading. If Bitcoin reapproaches the high again, which I do imagine it will, we would suspect that, that's a pretty bearish setup there. Pretty bearish candle, much more bearish than looking at some of the other, but we weren't looking at Binance. So to be fair, that is not a bearish engulfing candle. We're still above the 9. We're still making higher highs and higher lows on the daily time frame. And if we are going to come back down and touch some liquidity here, let's see, where's the biggest green candle? Right here. So I'd say pretty much as long as we're holding above the 60,700 level, that's going to be good. 60,000, call it 60,000. Call it 60,500. As long as we're above there on, let's say, a 4-hour time frame or higher, then I'm going to look at that as generally bullish. So you got one little more vector candle to get filled here, and yeah, as long as we hold it up on the green 55, I think we did talk about this on Ethereum yesterday, saying, hey, look. It was so tempting to buy right here. It was so tempting, but what's the better thing to do is to wait for the dip. Wait for the dip, wait for the dip, wait for the dip, buy on the dip. So that reminds me, buy the dip again, buy the dip again, buy the dip again. So what am I looking at here now? And I've got to get going. This is going to be a quick one today for Mr. Ethereum, and we did outline these trades yesterday. which to be fair, I think I would have got stopped out. Personally did not take the trade, but we talked about, okay, it was tempting to buy here. Where did we want to buy on a potential dip? Yeah, I would have got stopped out if I did take the trade. Where would we wanted to buy? Somewhere between the 0.5 and the 618. So it looks like we overshot that quite a bit. I'd have to go back and watch the video to see if that's in fact where, where I had marked it off. But needless to say, Ethereum now did recover this vector candle. I personally think actually Ethereum is probably set to go onwards and upwards from here. At best, we want to see Bitcoin just consolidate here sideways, maybe hold the range here. But major buying opportunity, where's that going to be? Well, from the all-time high, from the last major low, it's going to be right in this zone between 54 and 50,000 bucks. Nice round number, nice round area. And, are we going to get the 30% pre-halving dump? Maybe we could. Maybe we could. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. But that would be the general area I'm looking to hold up here. And matter of fact, you've got this candle down here on the daily, which also could, garner some attention right there. But I'd say this is the main area to hold, that 382 at 57,000. Once we lose that, well, we're coming into this box zone. This little box of peace and prosperity or death and despair. Above the box is good. Below the box is bad. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys today is just looking at past prior cycles saying, hey, look, the last two we had, or the last, 3 times makes a trend. And right now we are, 14% into this correction. 14%. So could we get a little yeah. So on the 15-minute time frame, you can actually see it a little bit better. And, if you are going to stay bullish and try and buy the dip here, maybe catch the middle of this wick right here. The middle wick tends to, do well, but if we start closing below here, even on I'd say an hourly time frame, that probably is going to be the line in the sand before, more downside continuations. So want to be keeping a keen eye on 60,500. Yeah, that was the level I said at the beginning of the show here. Make sure you like and smash the button, tickle the bell, and have yourself a blessed and highly favored rest of your day. Happy trading to you all, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.